Okay, so Blogging the Boys put a great article out the
Friends
other
of
day.
the program, by the way.
Friends of the program. They let us know who the Cowboys drafted over the last 10 years in the first round. I'm going to read those names off. And then they also said, this is what would have happened if you listened to Mel Kiper. This is who's saying what he would have picked if he were, in the Cowboys GM office. And then same for Daniel Jeremiah when they do their mock drafts. Which path would you like to take? Path A, B, and C.
The red pill or the blue pill?
We'll make A, the Cowboys.
Okay.
We'll make B, Kiper, and C, Daniel Jeremiah. Which one do you want first?
Let's go with Kiper.
Okay, Kiper. So this is what the draft would have looked like for the Dallas Cowboys since 2015 all the way up to 2024 had the Cowboys had listened to Mel Kiper's kind of mock draft and kind of where he thinks guys should go.
Okay.
It also has how many All-Pros this guy got, how many Pro Bowls this guy got, how many seasons they started, how many games they started, and they're also their WAV, which is their weighted average value, kind of how many Pro Bowls, and kind of puts it all together, kind of an average. Okay. In 2015, they would have had them drafting defensive end Preston Smith.
Oh, P.S.
Who got no All-Pros.
I was going to say,
no Pro Bowls, but did start 9 seasons, 138 games, and had a 55 WAV. 55. Okay.
Who did he get drafted by?
I want to say the Packers.
Okay. You may want to let folks know what spot
by the
they
Redskins. By the Redskins, the 38th overall pick.
Okay.
It has.
So the Cowboys didn't have a number 1 pick that year?
No, they had. These are all first round picks. It doesn't say what pick they had on Blogging the Boys.
So Mel Kiper wanted them to draft Preston Smith in the first round. Nobody did, and he went 38th to the Redskins.
Nobody did. Yeah, he did not go in the first round.
Tough L for Mel.
Okay. Going on to the next one right here. Ezekiel Elliott. If you want to pull up, you can pull up the Cowboys draft selection since 2015. You can tell me what pick they actually had that year.
Okay.
Doesn't have it up here on Blogging the Boys. In 2016, Mel Kiper had the Cowboys drafting Ezekiel Elliott, who is who they ended up getting, who made 1 All-Pro list, 3 Pro Bowls, started 7 seasons, or played in 7 seasons, 109 games he started and had a 68 WAV. In 2017, did you get those? Did you get those picks up?
Yeah, Zeke was number 4, and then Byron Jones was the pick in 2015 with the 27th overall pick. So not a terrible, 27 to 38.
Okay. 2017, let the folks at home know who they drafted, and I'll let you know who Mel Kiper said they should have drafted.
Rough year, Cowboy fans, because you took the unheralded and major bust, great first name, Taco Charlton.
Mel Kiper had them taking Marlon Humphrey, who has made
the cornerback?
Cornerback.
Wow.
Who has made 2 All-Pros, 4 Pro Bowls, 98 games starting in a 58 WAV.
But where did he get picked, though? I don't know that Marlon Humphrey was available at 28, was he?
Let's see.
Because that's what I'm saying, because that's the only thing about that.
Marlon Humphrey was drafted 16th by the Ravens.
Yeah, I was going to say, so he wasn't even available then.
This is just who Mel thought they should have gone after. Now, obviously, the guy was gone. But
yeah.
2018, who did the Cowboys pick? And I'll tell you who Blogging the Boys and Mel Kiper.
Boise State standout, Leighton Vander Esch.
Fine career.
Solid. I mean, injuries obviously derailed his career, but, he had his moments.
Mel Kiper had them getting Cortland Sutton, who made no All-Pros, 1 Pro Bowl, 82 games started with a 30 WAV.
Tell you what, though, that you'd be feeling pretty good if you'd had Cortland Sutton.
They got Cortland Sutton just a little bit better than Leighton Vander Esch, who made 1 Pro Bowl, 65 games started in a 35 WAV.
I tell you what, Dak would have liked it. You'd have had a whole different look to your offense if you'd had Cortland Sutton catching passes.
Now, 2019 will skip because they traded that pick for Amari Cooper, so they did not have a first-round pick. 2020, who did the Cowboys pick? And I'll tell you who they should have picked. Mel Kiper.
Number 88, the one, the only, Mr. CeeDee Lamb.
Pretty good pick. Well, good thing you did not listen to Mel Kiper because in 2020 he had you picking Xavier McKinney, the safety. Want to say Alabama?
I think that's where he's from. But Xavier McKinney's
Xavier's a very good safety.
I was going to say,
he's one of the best safeties in the game.
I was going to say, hell, as Green Bay, how that's worked out for him. He had a monster year for them, so that's not a bad choice.
Xavier McKinney was drafted 36 by the Giants. I forgot Giants were there first. Yeah, 36.
So that's not a I mean, look, you love CeeDee Lamb, obviously, but if you'd had Xavier McKinney instead of him.
2021, who did the Cowboys draft? And I'll tell you who Mel Kiper said they should have drafted.
Micah at number 12.
I think that's pretty good. So it's hard to get better than that. 2021, Mel Kiper had the Dallas Cowboys picking cornerback out of Bama, Patrick Surtain, who's made 2 All-Pros, 3 Pro Bowls, 65 games started, and a 41 WAV.
I mean, that's not a bad choice.
I remember that.
But he went 10th or something.
Yeah,
I
think he went the pick before to the Broncos.
I think
he was 1 pick before. Yeah. I was ready to have Patrick Surtain on my team.
Yeah,
and then Micah Parsons fell in our lap.
So either way, that's a good call either way.
2022, who did the Cowboys pick? And Mel Kiper's got him picking Tyler Smith, so they're all aligned right there.
Don't sleep on Mel Jr.
2 Pro Bowls, 3 seasons started, 47 games started, a 25 WAV. You know, it's got to get those Pro Bowls.
Don't sleep on Mel. People hate on Mel. I don't know why.
2023, who did they pick? And I'll tell you who they should have.
It's my breakout candidate for 2025.
Mel Kiper had the Cowboys, and this was a heavy consensus.
Yeah.
Had them picking the tight end Dalton Kincaid.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate it.
You got to remember at that point,
I don't hate it.
Our boy
Jake
hadn't popped off yet.
Jay Ferg.
Just as Jake Ferg popped off, I believe it was that year. It wasn't this past year. It was the year before.
It was last year. And last year was a tight end heavy draft.
Yeah.
It was a very tight end heavy draft. You had some really good tight ends. Don't get me started on Dalton Kincaid, who was supposed to take a step forward this year and did no such thing.
In 2024, he had them drafting Tyler Guyton, and that's who he drafted. So,
damn. I'm scared of you, Mel.
In this case, Mel Kiper outperforms the Cowboys by quite a bit. More All-Pro seasons, 6 All-Pros if you had taken all of Mel's picks.
Yeah.
4 All-Pros if you did the Cowboys picks, which actually happened. More starter seasons, so more starts out of these guys. 43 if you took Mel's picks. 33 if you took the Cowboys picks, which happened in real life. More games started, 633 if you took Mel's picks. 507 if you took your own picks. And a higher WAV, 324 to 301. We got a second here. I'll run through who Daniel Jeremiah
had.
I'll go ahead and tell you this. He completely missed. He had one guy that would have been above a 20 WAV. Everybody else is below. He missed almost the whole draft.
Is he even still on TV?
Yeah. 2015. Do you have who they actually drafted? Can you pull that back up? Tell me who they did, and I'll tell you who Daniel Jeremiah said they should have picked.
Byron Jones.
Randy Gregory, 2015.
But they got at number 60.
That's who he had the marks in the first round.
He was right, just a round ahead of time. Yeah, they got Randy in the second round.
Here's his literally his one hit right here. Tell me who they should have drafted, or they did draft. 2016.
Zeke.
He had them picking Jalen Ramsey 3rd overall or 4th overall.
Okay, I mean that wouldn't have been a bad pick. Nobody would have hated that. Who do you have him taking in 2017?
Kevin King, who's played 43 games.
Kevin King.
He's a corner.
Okay.
Played for the Packers a little bit.
Terrible. 2018.
Who did they pick?
Van Der Esch.
Had them picking Hayden Hurst, who's just kind of
the tight end?
It's kind of a role player tight end.
Okay.
2019, nobody. 2020, who'd they pick?
CD.
He would have rather them taking C.J. Henderson, the corner.
I mean, he loves them taking corners, doesn't he? All right, who do you have him taking in 2021?
That's his 3rd corner already.
Seriously.
2021, who do they pick?
Micah.
He wanted them picking J.C. Horn, the corner.
I get. Does he just figure, hey, if I throw out enough cornerbacks, eventually they'll take one? Don't let us find out he's going to have one this year. Real quick, Tyler Smith, 2022.
Jahan Dotson.
The receiver?
Yeah.
Who's been traded already. Mozzie Smith in 2023.
They would have rather you taken, or Daniel Jeremiah, Luke Musgrave, the tight end for Green Bay.
I mean, this our cornerback and tight end, the only 2 positions this guy knows. And then last but not least, 2024.
Graham Barton out of Duke.
Whatever. Wasn't he a lineman?
Yep.
That's what I thought.